The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and the time has come to end Piece of Garbage Madness. The basketball tournament, sadly, our locals Purdue could not pull it off. Terrible game to stay up and watch. First half was great. Second half was like, what am I doing? I watched the eclipse this afternoon, didn't get a nap in. Here I am watching college basketball. That's just a downward spiral and a black hole of boringness.
Good Lord.
I mean, I enjoyed the game. It was fun.
Yeah, I hope people don't drive off the road this morning to end it all. Thanks for your inspiration, Brian.
Well, the first half was very inspirational of the game. The second half was like, ugh.
Also, kind of how the Cubs game went, too. So I feel you.
Facts. That was a late game that we talked. Wow, a comeback. If you missed that, we'll recap that in sports about how the Cubs blew an 8-0 lead. It felt like the Cubs.
I was so happy and then so sad.
Yeah, kind of like the 3 years ago Cubs, wasn't it? Didn't have that feeling.
Yeah, I just or like even last year a few times.
Yeah, we thought we were past it, but we're not. But
Here we are.
Piece of Garbage Madness ending with the final matchup being Tiffany Henyard versus Inflation, which Inflation was a 3 seed. But I just want to look back a little bit before we give this answer. We added up everything from Facebook, from Instagram stories, from Twitter polls of who the final winner is. But there were some wonderful moments in Piece of Garbage Madness with some upsets that are certainly memorable. For example, the Highland Park Poverty Simulator almost made it to the Final Four, the Fail Four, if you will.
That's a great run.
And this is something we talked about for one day, and because we talked about it, they canceled it.
Yeah, it was last June.
Yeah.
Highland Park, I believe it was the country club there, said, what if we pretend to be poor for a day to empathize with the poors around us?
Yeah.
We were taken aback by this. We talked about it. The next day, the event was canceled.
Yep.
Which wasn't my goal. I got to be honest. I was pretty upset it got canceled because I wanted to attend because I wanted to see who was there, and then I also was dying to watch the news story coverage on it. Like I would have loved to watch a minute and a half on what they decided to put together, and footage of people wearing like Chanel with the glasses on and stuff. I was just like, dang, like these are the repercussions to our actions and they suck.
Yeah. Sometimes this show is more powerful than you think, Kenzie.
I don't know about that, but
And also,
I was upset.
Also, maybe there was a chance the Highland Park Poverty Simulator did some good and showed people what poor is like.
Oh, yeah. No, the one thing that people want to do
we'll never know because we got to cancel.
I know. It's terrible.
People love learning about other people's struggles. They love it.
Yeah.
They're so
empathetic. They would have tried to buy it as like a video game. They'd be like, this is fun.
It did sound fun. Like a virtual reality simulator.
It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's like it made it seem fun running an amusement park. I'm sure it's not. There's kids throwing up everywhere and stuff. You know what I mean?
What a good poll. Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I loved Roller Coaster
I haven't thought about that in so long.
Oh. I failed every time. My park never made it. Tough game.
There was also another kind of big upset, I would say, not because they were a 4 seed kind of high, but they made it to the Fail 4, was Netflix banning account sharing. And even though they had the legal right to do that, people thought that was garbage. And
it is garbage.
Even though, of course, it led to everybody saying they were, not me. Like people that say I'm going to move, if this president's photo, they're going to move to Canada, but no one does it. Same thing with Netflix. They started making you pay for the accounts. Most people did it, except for Case, apparently.
And not because I'm better than anybody else. I just
don't have the money.
I don't use Netflix as much as I use, say, Peacock or Max.
Really?
I love Peacock. It's got King of Queens on it. That's all I need.
I was going to say, what's on Peacock that you're steadily watching?
Peacock has The Office. It has King of Queens. It has Supercross live every Saturday night. That's dirt bike racing. That's everything I need.
You watch dirt bike racing?
Every week.
Huh.
There's that many races?
Or are you just watching the same one?
Are they old ones?
Oh, no. It's live every Saturday night on Peacock. Monster Energy Supercross.
Wait, it's live?
Yes.
They race at
What,
night?
at like 2 in the afternoon?
No, it's on at night.
Wait,
How can they see?
They're not at somebody's barn. They're in a stadium somewhere.
Well, NASCAR races are during the day because it's dangerous.
Well, they have NASCAR night races too.
Do they?
Yes.
Not as many, though.
No, at Martinsville this past weekend, the NASCAR race was like an evening race. It happened at dusk.
Huh.
I watch a lot of NASCAR too, but
Brian,
that's on Fox.
can't you just imagine Case being like, no, I only watch throwback races. This is the classics where they messed it up.
Yeah, pre 78 or where it was at.
That's kind of how I feel about Monster Jam. I have a really hard time with current monster trucks because they change the tires and they change the courses. I don't like them as much.
Well,
But as for somebody who doesn't drive, you're really picky about what the vehicles look like.
that's a fact right there. Well, the final matchup was Tiffany Henyard, our favorite Dalton Mayer. She was number 1 overall seed against inflation, and the winner, and much closer than thought it was going to be. In fact, it was a last-second three-pointer. Some say she was fouled on the three-pointer too, but it only took that three-pointer to win the game. Was Tiffany Henyard is the winner of Piece of Garbage Madness. And
Congratulations!
well, just like
Yay, Tiffany!
just like in March Madness, we have one shining moment, a little montage of her greatest hits here of the tournament.
Hey guys, this is Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henyard.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing.
Still don't have a comment.
Sir, you're a trustee.
But once again, I don't have a comment.
Only judge when you got both sides of the story, not one-sided narratives, which is negative narratives in the media. All the trustees walked out because they couldn't have their way. And that's not how government works.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Oh, Lord. Tiffany Henyard still in office, still going strong. There, the Dalton South Suburban Mayor, of course, now winning Piece of Garbage Madness 2024, voted on by you as you made everybody advance in the worst setting. But there's actually new stories today about Tiffany Henyard. As Kenzie, we were texting about this last night, where
Yeah, baby.
Lori Lightfoot, remember her? She was in Piece of Garbage Madness before. She's been hired.
Shout out to the alum.
Yeah, right. That's right. She was hired to investigate, quote, the worst mayor in America, Tiffany Henyard. She's hired to investigate Tiffany Henyard.
Which I don't get. How do you all of a sudden have an investigation background?
Well, I mean, I guess she's a lawyer, but also, why her?
Well, it takes a bad mayor to know a bad mayor.
Oh, wow. That didn't even come across my mind.
I know. Maybe they're like, well, if Lori finds something wrong, then she's obviously, then Tiffany Henyard has to be just out of her
Well,
mind.
maybe Lori knows where to look. She's like, well, I know I hit everything over here.
This is unbelievable. And go ahead, Kenzie.
I know. Again, I hope there's not like a car chase involved. I feel like Lori Lightfoot moves super slow. Like, I hope there's nothing like, I hope she's not like rushing to the office before Tiffany Henyard can, get rid of evidence because that's not going to happen.
Here's the thing. Lori Lightfoot will be paid $400 an hour to do this. As a lawyer, it's probably an accurate fee, I guess, but it just sounds bad when you're investigating someone who makes close to $300,000 a year.
You know what's amazing is you already know Tiffany Henyard's like, I'll pay you $5. And she's going to end up on the payroll.
Oh, that's how this is going to end. So the Illinois Village of Dalton has voted in favor of this resolution to hire ex-mayor Lori Lightfoot to investigate their own leader. Why can't anybody? There's got to be other people that could be more qualified, or is that all we got? That's kind of like running for president. That's just all we got? This is it?
Shouldn't I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, shouldn't the FBI, because she's completely it's almost like tax fraud and stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of misappropriation of funds. And to your point, the FBI was allegedly investigating this whole thing.
Because of the charity.
Yeah, did they just go away? Did they just say, we don't want to touch this?
No, they were we'll do it for $5. Well, Lori said she'd do it for $4.
I mean, she was an attorney at a super powerful Chicago law firm, but still, then she became mayor. And you always remembered for the last thing you do. The last thing she did was mayor of Chicago. Didn't go so well.
This
Horrible.
is a chance for her to turn her image around, though. Imagine if Lori Lightfoot comes out the hero of this. She takes down Tiffany Henyard. This is a brilliant move by Lori Lightfoot.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's not going to say no to $400 an hour.
No, but she can
I
turn her
think
whole
she's just
public
trying
image
to
around.
work, Case. I don't think it's a job.
Well, there you go. There's your piece of garbage champion, Tiffany Henyard, and being investigated by Lori Lightfoot. It's like an Onion headline. It'll be in Banana Land. Yeah. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Coming up, your chance to get Glass Animals tickets and Clash with Kenzie. We'll get you on the phones after Panic.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Oh, here we go for tickets for Glass Animals. And Brooke, checking in from Grays Lake, home of Chevelle. Going to compete against Kenzie in trivia. Brooke, tell us something about yourself.
Ahoy, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
I am on my way to work right now. I'm a property manager. I manage a property in Skokie.
Got it.
Oh, that's a pretty area.
Yeah, I'm right by the Old Orchard Shopping Center, so it's a really good area.
That's where I want to manage something. There's some good food over there, too.
Yes, there is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that mall's, like, unlike a lot of malls out there, that mall is still kicking. Like, that mall's made a big comeback with a lot of stores in there.
Yeah, they're still adding stuff onto it, too, so I think they're going to be making it even better. So.
Did someone call you as a property manager saying, like, the toilet's backed up, can someone get out here and fix it, and then you can't get a hold of anybody and you got to do it?
I have not had to do it, no, thankfully. I don't think I would know what to do, quite honestly.
She manages, Brian. Come on.
I know, but I thought maybe a plumber's not available at 8:20.
Delegates.
Yeah. Take the plunger in there and get it done. All right, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Brooke, right now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Heads.
It's tails. Kenzie wins.
Finally.
Kenzie, like Lori Lightfoot over here, just keeps winning.
Yeah, that's right.
Kenzie, question number 1. Which of the following was not included in Wii Sports? Baseball, bowling, tennis, or football?
Football.
Football was not on Wii
Rack
Sports.
it up. Ding me.
Ding it.
I already know that. That's a fact.
I was addicted to tennis for a while.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see Kenzie being really into Wii Sports.
Yeah. During COVID, that is all Tristan and I did. My son, like we bought so many Wii Sports games.
What's your fave?
I owned him and just dance. I'm like, where is your rhythm from your father? Like, what's going on here? Let's go. So, I crushed him in that, which was kind of my favorite. I swept the household.
Wii Sports stand up. Still fun.
I agree with you. I love the bowling. It is 1-0 back to Brooke.
Brooke, how many tablespoons are in a cup? 3.
In a cup.
2. Make a guess for me, please.
16, I don't know.
16's right. Good job.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Kenzie, what was Krakatoa?
It's a sea monster.
Oh, sea monster. That sounds pretty good. It wasn't. Do you know what that was, Brooke? Krakatoa?
I have absolutely no clue.
Yeah. Well, just so we all know together now, it's a volcano that erupted in 1883.
That's right.
Where? Where was it?
I don't know.
It erupted where, Brian?
We'll just move on.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll do a deep dive in Krakatoa at 8:28 tomorrow morning.
Oh, people are looking forward to it already.
Oh, that's a good set tease.
Oh, people love it. 1-1 back to Brooke.
Brooke, what company produced the Razor flip phone?
Motorola.
Motorola's right. Brooke's ahead. 2-1.
That phone turns 20 years old this year.
Wow.
We'll talk about that later, too.
Kenzie, the dew point is the point at which what begins?
Condensation.
Condensation's so annoying. You know, you go outside and everything's just wet. Like on your car, like the windows, it doesn't clear up on the side. You got to wipe it down. It stays wet when you try to wipe condensation.
You prefer everything dry, Brian?
I do. I like dry. I'm a dry guy.
They call you Dry Rub Hat Ad.
Oh, hell yes.
2-2 back to Brooke.
Brooke, Cincinnati is located on the shores of what river?
The Ohio River?
The Ohio River's right. Back to Kenzie. Abby Lee Miller was the star of what reality show that ran on Lifetime from 2011 to 2019?
Dance Moms.
Dance Moms. I'm a reality addict, but I did not watch that show. What exactly was it about, in 10 seconds, Kenzie? Can you give me a synopsis?
The torturing of really young girls, moms abusing their power, and they danced in competition.
Well, as long as there was some dancing. I mean, it sounds like a show I'd like to. The torturing part.
Happy ending.
Yeah. So there were all these dance competitions, and it was just brutal, I imagine.
Yeah, and it was kind of sick that their moms had their daughters on TV, who were 8 in crop tops and booty shorts. So that probably wasn't a great idea.
Ugh. Is she in jail now, Abby Lee Miller?
Well, she's actually out of jail
She went to jail?
for tax evasion.
For tax evasion? Who is she, Al Capone?
I know you would have thought human trafficking, but no.
But as a big Dance Moms fans, I can let everybody know that Abby Lee Miller's out of jail.
Well, I'm sure she's been rehabilitated.
Well, the prison system works. All right, 3-3 back to Brooke.
Brooke, what 7-word phrase is said at the end of every Saturday Night Live cold open?
Oh, God.
3,
I don't know.
2.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. That's okay. Always guess, though. You never know. You might get it. Kenzie, you know?
I'm very excited because I've always wanted to say this.
Yep.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Yay!
Very
Nice.
fun. Off the bucket list. Next.
We're making dreams come true here on Trivia.
Whoa.
Tied up, 3-3.
No, 4-3.
Oh, is it? Who's got 4?
Kenzie's got 4.
Oh, damn.
She can win with the correct answer.
Yeah, suck on that, Brian.
Are you sure?
I'm
Bri,
positive.
Bri.
Okay. I was trying to make it a little even. All right, Kenzie. Which frozen pizza company is named after a pilot?
Red Baron.
Red Baron is right.
Oh, that took me a minute.
I loved Red Baron, but now there's just too many. I mean, home run in, you go there, that's fine. I mean, just get that, it's great. Or Case had DiGiorno's this morning for breakfast, Kenzie.
Oh, God. Case.
It was leftovers
From where?
from my home last night.
You brought it? Like, it was like at the office?
I brought it in Tupperware this morning.
He brought DiGiorno's in Tupperware.
What kind of DiGiorno?
It was Rising Crust pepperoni. Thank you for asking.
Whoa.
Can't hate on that too much.
No, exactly.
I mean, I will say we
shut
have.
her up.
I will say we have ordered Sbarro at like 8 a.m. before.
Hey, it's all pizza. Well, listen, Brooke, I'm sorry. Sorry you didn't win that.
That's okay. She can have the tickets.
Oh, Kenzie's being nice and giving you the tickets anyway.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Kenzie.
I got you, girl.
Got you covered.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah, no, there we go.
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And coming up at 9, remember your chance to go see the Chili Peppers. Anywhere in the U.S. you pick. It's a VIP trip. You get the hotel, the flights, and total VIP style at the show. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. Anywhere you want to see them. The final Pat Sajak Wheel of Fortune has been recorded, and the date of the release of it will be June 7th. Friday, June 7th will be the final one with Pat Sajak, all those years doing it. Chicago guy, by the
God,
way.
I feel like he's not done yet. How long are we going to talk about this?
Well, he announced a year ago that he was going to retire. So
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so now this is finally it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In June?
June? Yeah, it's still 2 months. What is it, a month and a half away, 2 months away?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, why, do you want him to go away?
Well, I mean, are we just going to talk about it forever? Do you know what I mean? I just feel like if you're going to leave, what if we do a good 2 weeks notice?
2 weeks? On
Yeah.
Wheel of- He's been there like 40 years.
I know, but we don't need to talk about it for. So, no. He was there for 39, and then for the 40th, we had to talk about him leaving.
It's okay. You do like a goodbye tour. Michael Jordan did a long goodbye tour. Did a long one. Shaq. Pat Sajak. Big Chicago guy. I've actually started in radio, too. By the way. I put him in there. What are you laughing at, Case?
Michael Jordan, Shaq, Pat Sajak, one and the same.
That's right.
All the same kind of guy.
Well, he's worth like $75 million. He makes like over 10 or 12 or something like that a year from that show, which I get. He's like 75 years old. Why would you quit that show? Keep going. But eventually you got enough, stacks and stacks to go do what you want to do with, and that's what he's got. Listen, this hurts me because this is Harper's wind down show before bed. She loves Wheel of Fortune. And I don't know if she's going to love Ryan Seacrest doing it. I don't know.
I think she'll be fine.
You think so?
I don't think she's going to, throw popcorn at the screen or anything.
Who's this chump? Throws popcorn at Ryan Seacrest?
Pat Sajak's a legend.
She goes off. Her first words are, "This sucks." And his daughter's been on the show every day, at least for the last couple of years, kind of when they announced the retirement.
Yeah, several years ago.
Yeah.
About 15 years we've been talking about it.
Well, it's funny because she comes on at the end and kind of says, if you want more on the inside of Wheel of Fortune, follow me on Instagram, Maggie Sajak. And I always thought it was funny that she's using her dad's show to increase her Instagram followers.
I gotta ask, because I'm not a fan of the wheel. I'm too stupid to do it. I never solve any puzzles. What more could you want from Wheel of Fortune than this show? What's the inside Wheel of Fortune scoop that you need?
You know what?
Well, I want to know what is behind that damn wheel. We only ever see the front of it.
Yeah. Thing underneath.
Let me go to Maggie Sajak's Instagram and see what I can find.
I was going to say, follow her on Instagram. And I'm mad at her, though. She's 29 years old, and obviously she's beautiful, and she's probably going to be the next Vanna White. She's probably setting herself up to do that job. But Vanna's staying on for at least a couple more years to stay on with Ryan Seacrest. She signed like another 3-year deal because she's like 10 years younger than Pat. She's like in her 60s. So she's like, hey, screw this. I'm staying and doing this and collecting that paper. But you know they want Maggie to do it eventually, or she wants to do it. But I tagged the video with Harper watching her on Wheel of Fortune, and she didn't reshare the video on her Instagram. She keeps talking about her Instagram. How about just doing something nice there? And she didn't do that. So now I'm hating on Maggie Daly.
Did she even see it?
Well, I tagged her in it.
So?
Well, why wouldn't she see it if I tagged her in it?
I don't know. She probably gets a few more tags than you do, Brian.
I don't think so. She only had like 20,000 followers in the beginning. Now she's got like 100, I think.
Well, she plugs it on Wheel of Fortune.
She plugged it out every day on TV for it. It's ridiculous.
So you're mad at somebody you don't know that doesn't know you that they didn't share a video of your baby.
Correct.
Huh.
That they didn't see.
Okay, even if her person saw it. Trust me, her content's not awesome. It's like nothing special out there, and Harper's was adorable.
You sound very bitter. It sounds like because you are Matches promoting her Instagram, but then you went to it, and then you tag her, and now her content sucks, but you're mad that she didn't reshare you. You sound like a guy who went on a date with somebody, and then when she doesn't want to go on a second date, you're like, well, she was really ugly. It's like, well, you went out with her.
Exactly right.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And one more time, it's the Weather Channel reporter Stephanie Abrams viewing the total eclipse in Texas when the clouds came. She was upset at first because she kept a good attitude the whole time, actually. But when the clouds broke and she got to see just a little bit of the total eclipse, here was her audio.
The crowd is willing it. Yeah! Just for a minute, just for a second. But I'll take it. I will take it. Look at it. Oh my God.
What is going on?
They were worried that when the total hit, it was going to be under clouds and they wouldn't see any of it. And then when she got that little glimpse, then she went ham.
It turned into when Harry met Sally.
Yeah.
I'll have what she's having.
I mean, it's still just a dark circle, right? Like, or did something else happen? Like in her, I just want to make sure, like, did she get something else?
It's a wonderful.
Did fireworks happen in hers?
Well, it's a beautiful moment. It's very unique. Only once in a lifetime in our area if you see it. Next one's in Iceland in 2 years. If you want to go there and see it.
That's going to be a pretty place to see it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because they showed Mexico first, these people on the beach. That was the first spot that hit it when I was watching on ABC 7. And, you know, that was this beautiful beach, the water, and it gets dark, and everybody was going nuts. And then they showed the next part somewhere in the middle of Texas. And I said to Megan, I go, God, I'm having FOMO. I want to drive to Indiana and see it. She goes like, yeah, but I don't want to just go to some, highway and pull up the side of the road and look at it there. I go, well, it's too late to go to Mexico, so what do you want me to do? I can't help you here.
You would get snappy at her just because she said, I don't know if I want to go there. Why we can't take you to Mexico? God, you're such a crab ass.
If you wanted to go to Mexico, you should have said it earlier. I didn't know. How am I supposed to know this? We could drive to Cleveland and go see the White Sox game and the Clips. Maybe that's a lot better. I don't know.
God.
I really had a lot of FOMO.
Look at the tangent. Well, it's too late to go to Mexico.
It's too late. Can't get there.
My God.
So I had to get the glasses after, so many people hit me up and go, why'd you wait till the last minute? Well, it was supposed to be rainy yesterday, and it wasn't. So Case, the producer here, told me to go to Sonic. They had some kind of float, and they gave you the glasses with the float. So I go to the Sonic, go to the drive-thru. I go, yeah, I want that thing with the glasses. Just give me whatever, 2 or 3 of them, and then give me the glasses.
Why did you need 3 of them?
Well, I was going to sell one of them and keep 2. One for me and Megan and sell the other one. Try to get my money back on the floats and on the glasses.
That's nice.
It sounded like you ordered 3 floats.
I kind of wanted the floats.
I'll take 3 of the floats. So you only have to buy 1 to get glasses, and I'll take 3 of them.
Hungry. But then she goes, we have the floats. We don't have the glasses. And I was like, I was just like the Mexico thing. Cancel my order. I'm leaving. And I
Did
left.
you yell at Case?
No, Case wasn't in the car, actually.
He called me. It was like, how dare you?
How dare
Son
you?
of a bitch.
How dare you guide me to Sonic, a place with glorious food?
That's what I don't understand is why you didn't still get the float. You could have reviewed the float.
I know, but I felt like if I got that, the food coma would have hit. I never would have got the glasses.
That's true. You would have taken a nap.
I
during
know.
the
I
eclipse.
bet you were looking for another restaurant that had a combo with glasses.
Oh, I did. And there were none. And then I stopped at like a 7-Eleven, a Circle K. I stopped at Ace Hardware, went to Menards. No one had the glasses. But the library was giving them out at noon. As you remember, I sent my wife, Megan, over there at like 8 in the morning, and they said, at noon, come back for the glasses. She walked 3 miles over to the library.
This is like when like the Nintendo Wii came out for the first time. This is like a video game drop.
Grand
You
Theft
could have
Auto.
just watched the eclipse on TV.
No, I wanted to see it live. And through the see it live through the glasses. So I did go over to the library back at noon. There were 300 people in line at the library on the north side here. And I got probably somewhere in there. And then they had a guy come out after waiting about 20 minutes saying, you're right in that zone where you might not get one.
Mm-hmm.
You might not get it. And
You
I'm
start
like,
punching people.
so I choked him out, put him in a figure 4. Give me the glasses! Give me the glasses!
You were pushing aside women and children.
Become Seinfeld where George pushes over the grandma with the walker to get out of the house. So finally I get in, and there were like 200 people after me. There was about 500 people in line for the glasses, and I got them, and I heard the women passing them out going like, we're not going to make it. And I go, I don't care. I got mines. I got
So
my
when
gun.
you walked past the children that were waiting in line after you with your pair, knowing that not many people were going to get up, you didn't care.
I walked the other way because I knew there were kids out there, and I knew exactly what you were saying. And I said, I'm going to walk the long way back to the car. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I got to say, it was every bit as joyous. It's one of my greatest victories. Okay, so getting through the express lanes when the gate opened right there, that's one. I marriage, Harper, and then these glasses.
That's 2?
I'm not sure of the order. What's the greatest victories? Getting these glasses, the express lanes, marrying Megan, and birthing Harper. Well, at least conceiving Harper.
You were there at least.
I didn't conceive her.
Do you think the library is bummed that this many people went to a library to get a thing? Were they like, while you were getting your glasses, like, hey, so about these books, right?
Yeah. You can
I
read.
bet that was their sales pitch to the 200 people who didn't get glasses. They were like, we have a lot of books on eclipses.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.